Rapunzel. Once upon a time, there was a couple who had been longing for a child for a very long time. Finally, the wife became pregnant. Their house had a small window that overlooked an enchanting garden filled with all kinds of beautiful plants. This garden belonged to a powerful witch named Gothel. One day, the pregnant wife looked out of the window and saw some rampion leaves in the garden. She suddenly had an intense craving for them. At first, her husband tried to dissuade her, but her longing was so strong that he finally decided to sneak into the garden to get some rampion for her. He climbed over the wall easily at night and filled his pockets with the rampion leaves. His wife cooked them and ate them, and they tasted so good that she wanted more. So, the husband went back to the garden again, but this time, as soon as he climbed over the wall, he heard a terrifying voice. "How dare you steal my rampion? You'll have to pay for this." It was the witch Gothel. The poor man was so frightened that he immediately fell to his knees and begged for mercy. He told Gothel that his wife was pregnant and had such a strong craving that he had no other choice. Gothel thought for a moment and said, "Well, I'll forgive you, but when your child is born, you must give it to me." In his desperation, the man agreed. When the baby girl was born, Gothel took her away and named her Rapunzel. Rapunzel grew up to be the most beautiful girl in the world, with long, golden hair that was as soft as silk and as long as a rope. Gothel locked Rapunzel in a tall tower in the middle of the forest. There were no stairs or doors in the tower, only a small window at the very top. Whenever Gothel wanted to enter the tower, she would stand beneath the window and call out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair so that I may climb up." Then Rapunzel would let her long hair down through the window, and Gothel would climb up the hair to reach the top. One day, a young prince was riding through the forest and heard Rapunzel singing a beautiful song. He was immediately enchanted by her voice and decided to find her. After searching for a long time, he finally found the tall tower, but he didn't know how to get up. Just then, he saw Gothel come to the tower. He watched secretly as she called out, and Rapunzel let down her hair. The prince waited until Gothel left, and then he stood beneath the window and called, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair so that I may climb up." Rapunzel, thinking it was Gothel, let down her hair. The prince climbed up and saw Rapunzel. He was amazed by her beauty. Rapunzel was also very happy to have someone to talk to besides Gothel. They fell in love at first sight. From then on, the prince would visit Rapunzel every night after Gothel left. However, one day, Rapunzel accidentally said to Gothel, "Why is it that it's so much harder for you to climb up than the prince?" Gothel was furious when she heard this. She realized that Rapunzel had been seeing someone else. In a fit of anger, she cut off Rapunzel's long hair. Then she took Rapunzel to a faraway desert where she would live a lonely life. When the prince came to visit Rapunzel that night, Gothel was waiting for him. She let down Rapunzel's cut-off hair. As the prince climbed up, Gothel sneered and pushed him out of the tower. The prince fell into the thorns below, and the thorns pierced his eyes, making him blind. The poor prince wandered around the forest, blind and heartbroken. He ate only roots and berries and drank from the streams. One day, as he was walking aimlessly, he heard a familiar voice singing. It was Rapunzel. Her tears had fallen on his eyes and healed his blindness. They recognized each other immediately and hugged tightly. The prince took Rapunzel back to his kingdom, and they got married and lived happily ever after. This story teaches us that true love can overcome all difficulties. No matter how many obstacles come our way, if we have the courage and determination to face them, we can achieve our happy ending. Just like Rapunzel and the prince, their love was so strong that it could even heal the prince's blindness and bring them back together after so many hardships.